Well, my name is Flavio Corpa. I'm a software engineer from Spain. I work as a Haskell engineer at a consultancy called 47 Degrees. And I do currently Haskell in the backend and Elm in the front, which are, as you know, very, very functional programming languages, which I enjoy a lot. Well, I think the IT recruitment process is completely broken right now. You have companies like, FANG, like Facebook, Google, and all those, which have very long processes, like 15-step long process, and then you even have whiteboard interviews, which really don't prove that you are a good engineer. It just proves that you prepare well for the interviews. And so many other things that are just broken, like, for example, the recruiters not being aware of the technical background of a candidate, or not really having a clear distinction between the technologies they want to work with and they definitely don't want to work with again. Well, I have a few attempts and most of them were pretty bad. In regards to, for example, I passed all the technical interviews in some cases involving like a full weekend of working on a technical take-home assessment, only to find out at the end of the process, for example, that this particular company, which was quite big, didn't have a legal basis in Spain, so they could not hire me, and contracting wasn't an option. So you can see that is very, very bad from a company. And also passing all the technical things, all the technical tests from a company, only to find out that the salary range that they didn't come up front and tell you in the beginning was just not enough for you to consider if it was worth it or not to move companies. So that is very, very disappointing. And also very bad experiences regarding, for example, in my LinkedIn, I have in my profile that I work with Haskell right now. I'm doing backend, but I still keep getting offers, tons of them, regarding JavaScript jobs or front-end stuff that I maybe don't want to do again. But still, recruiters just consider your past experience and they don't consider what you actually want to do, and they keep offering you jobs you're just not interested into, for example. Well, yes. I would say that you need to always have an open mind and always be willing to learn new things. I would strongly recommend you to learn more than one software paradigm. For example, if you've learned already object-oriented programming, then why don't you try out functional programming? It will widen out your mind, definitely. If you're comfortable with one programming language, maybe try learning 2 or 3 at least, to have some other programming languages in your tool belt. That way you will get to appreciate some of their trade-offs, their good things, their bad things, and it will definitely improve your skill as a software engineer. Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, IT software recruitment is completely broken. So if we can improve the process somehow, whereas it being better technical interviews, or just interviews in which you actually learn something from the interview and things like that, I thought it might be fun to give it a try, and that I hope the candidates also will learn some functional stuff along the way and they can enjoy the challenges.